Hey guys, so this is a quick guide about how to gain Abyss points. A lot of you will probably want to gear up for PvP, and here's the way I do so to gain as much AP as I can. So there's things that you will have to do daily, that's for sure. There's actually 4 things that I really recommend you to do daily for your AP to grow quite nicely. The first thing is dredging. So you can enter the dungeon once a day. You have to pick quests before that. There's 3 quests that you can do daily that will give you 1k AP each. If you win the dredgen, this will give you like approximately 4k AP for a total of 7k AP, something like this daily, just because of the dredgen. The second good way is also, of course, to do your daily quests. So you will have to talk in Premium Sanctum to this guy, the Blood Crusade Commander, and to register to the Blood Crusade. Once doing this, you will be able to gain a daily quest, and this quest will give you a Crusader token. The quest generally is about killing 5 people or 3 people in the upper core abyss. You will hand over the quest to this guy, and using those Crusader token that you will gain daily, you can exchange them, the token here, and I would definitely suggest at the beginning when you really need gear to buy the major Blood Crusade reward, and these will give you crowns. It will definitely depends on your luck, but normally this will give you in between 2 to 20k AP per bag. The third thing I recommend you to do is arenas. You will have to do a quick quest to be able to enter the arena, and you will probably have to buy your first tickets. Once you get these tickets, you will have a daily quest that asks you to kill three people in the arena, and giving back this quest will give you 2 more tickets. So basically, each day you will be able to enter twice for free, and a lose will give you approximately 800 AP, and then win like 1500, something like this, for a win. So as you have 2 entries, this will give you roughly 1.6 to 3k AP per day. The fourth thing that you should do daily is the Upward Fort instances. Roa and Asteria both have an instance that you can enter once per day. At the beginning, I suggest you, when you're low geared, to do this in a full group. Once you obtain some better gear, you can definitely do this in a group of 2 to 3 people. You can even try to solo it, like I made a guide for some classes that can definitely solo 1 or 2 ale, depending of the gear. This will give you approximately 3k AP, although it's definitely a race between you and the luck. So sometimes you will get like 300 AP, and I did once like 2 days when it was a free-for-all 6 member, and I had like 17k, something like this. You can also buy an entry. You can buy an entry for the fort that you're currently not owning. So to be able to enter, normally your faction need to conquer the fortress, but there's also a way at Sanctum or Premium to buy the entrance through a portal to the dungeon that you don't currently own. Now, when you have done all these things daily and you still want to push to be able to gain some more AP, there's a lot of things that you can do so. The first one that I would recommend not to miss is the sieges. The Realm vs. Realm, the Fortress sieges. This is definitely something that you don't have to miss. There's different way to do Abyss Point. Once you can focus the ducks. So this will give you definitely a good chunk of AP depending on the fortress you're conquering, that's for sure. You will have to deal as much damage as possible and to be alive near the boss when the boss down, otherwise you won't gain any AP. You will still get the reward, but you won't get the AP from the kill. Second way to be able to generate some abyss point during this time is definitely focusing PvP. That's a really good source of AP as there's a lot of enemy faction player to kill. So the fortress sieges will give you abyss point, kinas and medals if you're conquering any fortress. This will give you, I would say, 5 to 10k, something like this. Maybe if you die a lot, just only 3k. If you're near the boss when it downs, it could give you some good chunk of AP, especially like the Divine Fortress. So another good obvious way to do some Abyss points is just by focusing on doing some open world PvP. For that I would suggest to find some zone with a lot of players. That would definitely be your own fortresses. So in the Abyss, your fortresses will definitely get focused by players trying to farm the guards. So just check over there. And also to use high value regions like Indra 2 fortress entrances and Dropnir cave entrances. Those have high level balors that will drop a blue balor scale, so you can resell or use them yourself to enter a Dark Poeta. And as those are really important regions, you will definitely find some players to fight and to gain some PvP. And the last way, the kind of PvE-ish way to do so, is to farm some fortresses or artifacts guards. Those will give you between 60 to 70 AP per guard, the non-elite ones. So in a good session you will be able to gain in between 5 to 10k AP per hour. This is in between the resting time, the respawning time of the guards, and having to fight the enemy faction trying to defend their own fortresses. So, quick summary about all this. Definitely recommend to try to do all your daily tasks that I've listed here. So the Dredgen, the daily quest, your arena 1 or 2, the Euroa or Asteria instance. This will give you like in between 10 to 20k per day, something like this. I would suggest also to try to do all the fort sieges. This will give you some kina, some medals needed for your gear, as well as some a good chunk of AP. And if you still have time over all this, and you still want to generate a lot of AP, you can just PvP, search for people in the Abyss, in Dra 2, drop near, like I said, or of course clean the fortresses and the artifact of the guards to be able to generate some more. I hope this guide helped. Definitely, if you find any other way as a level 50 players to generate some good chunk of AP, feel free to leave me a comment and see you guys.